All right, now for the fourth player selected in the Barnes University draft class. What are you watching right now? This is none other than my video series of who I would have selected with the allotted draft picks that the Titans attained or had. In my previous series, I went over all the picks that the Tennessee Titans had, all their players. So go and check that out. But this is who I would have selected at the top of the, what is it, fifth? It started to get in the fifth round. So that 142nd overall, we have a actual lockstep prospect, and that is running back Nick Singleton. So the Tennessee Titans in real time ended up selecting him 23 spots later at 165. So I went ahead and got him at 142. And I think before we get into it, I'm gonna introduce the first time viewers. I always do this, right? Before I really get into the nitty gritty, who is the messenger? I'm Charles Barnes at BU_scouting. Got a background in recruiting and scouting collegiately. Graduated from GM courses, got their numbers, got scouts numbers. Even did some PFF data collection. So I'm certified. That's where the certified data analyst comes in. Have kept up and have done evaluations for a decade plus, but I love to do it for accountability purposes to extend my knowledge, to get better with my process. And then obviously I've kept up with my free agency selections as well, just to tie the two together. Even stuff on the field that's X's and O's related. Just a lot of ideas that's just being documented on my X account and just obviously just in general. So that's who the messenger is. That's why you may or may not find what I say important or credible, but just like to always start the videos off like that for the people that are viewing it for the first time. But back to the lockstep selection. If you needed a running back in that range, and you needed speed and you needed, yeah, let's just say teams versatility in terms of having a returner, Nick Singleton was your guy. And I just think that I almost felt like it was going to happen anyway within these first two picks for the Titans in general, but I went ahead and got him at 142. I think he's a player that has home run hitting ability. I think he can catch the football out of the backfield. Obviously, mentioned it earlier, he can provide returning ability from, as a kick returner. And then he's aggressive. He's aggressive blocker in pass pro. I think all these guys are going to be works in progress with it when it comes to that. Coming from the collegiate game, going to the NFL, that's always like a real thing that they have to work on. Some of the concerns are his build. I mentioned it in the video describing the Titan selections. Just that thin lowers concept that I know some of my followers understand about it, how a player is built when, from the knee down, the shins might be thin, the calf development might not be as muscular. And as a running back, you really want to have muscular frame throughout. And those things sometimes lend to lower body injuries more frequently. Speaking of that, he had the foot injury in Mobile at the Senior Bowl. So he's going to be recovering from that. And by all means, by now he should be okay. But just saying that was his most recent injury. Um, other than that, like vision, right? He's a straight line runner. He sees it and goes. He's not going to offer much from a package perspective. He's a one cut and go type of guy. But he finishes runs well, plays with good leverage in terms of his pad level. So I really like the pick. Is one of those picks was like, wow, in real time, like, okay, this makes sense. It was about that time. It was around the time where, some running back was about to go. So really like the pick. We were in lockstep, just 23 spots off. And then now we're gonna get ready for pick 165 and explain the thinking behind that and stay ready for the next one.